It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
And yet, he is the greatest, Muhammad Ali. Watch the footwork. Watch the hand speed. No one does it like Ali.
This bout is scheduled.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready. So here we go. Should be a good one. Good punch. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. A beautiful left uppercut. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Nope, that hook won't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here, couldn't it? What do we expect to see here in round two? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got...
Whoa, Johnny! Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
He's going to go with more footwork now. What do you think of that strategy? Hold that thought! If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Swing and a miss with the right hook. And that hook misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The greatest has been, and finally, Muhammad Ali goes down. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
A shot from the gods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your applause.
This next round is going to be crucial considering the knock. There's the bell to start round 3. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Nice counter shot. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Failing to score with that right hook. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's alright to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you continue.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet. Back at it in round 4. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Beautiful counter shot. This has been a very competitive round. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They hold that thought. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? Beaten, bruised, and battered. There's the bell to start round 5. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
greatest! Muhammad Ali is down! Do you believe it? How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come to me.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Gotta look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. We just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is,
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Muhammad Ali in trouble, but surely he'll find a way out. How are they still standing?
now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back.
When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again in slow motion.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. You still want to fight?
Welcome to the WBC arena, and what a night, and what a... And Terrence Buck.
This bout is...
And this one has all of those big... We're expecting an all-out offensive display. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Looks like they're going to mix up their strategy a little bit here. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every trick.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That hook doesn't score. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. Let's watch that and get a replay from a different angle.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You okay?
You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be. Here we go, it's round 2. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he does...
Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Even I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come to me.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Well done with that counter shot. Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's time for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, like freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Lucky that hook didn't score. Nice counter shot. Threw the left uppercut, but it misses. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the... Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Both want a knockout, you can tell. I want to think of holding on here for a minute. Crawford in trouble. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back. Steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice stop, but that won't score. To put some combination work together. 1 punch is good, 2 punches better. Beautiful counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, there was no doubt about him. Back at it in round 4. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
And down goes Crawford. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Shot from the guns, they say. A shot from the gun.
1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or is it a bit of a mousetrap?
Only catching air with that hook. Missing with the hook. Ten seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You're being put down. You've got to think.
And there's the bell for round 5. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4.
fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
A perfect counter shot. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got flurry hand speed and good power.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
That right hook won't score. Final 10 seconds here, and let's hold that thought! Crawford's legs are all over the place! He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response, though.
Let's start the 6. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Catch and shoot. Nobody home with that hook. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Missing with the hook. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Do you believe this? Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Incredible work rate. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
You cannot gas out if you could.
There's the bell to start round 7. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punch.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Crawford may be ready to go down. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Crawford in trouble. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory. That is Todd. Did you see the shot?
I'm Todd Grisham, and there's nothing quite like the Empire Fight Camp, especially at night. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
About time too.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape.
So here is 20-year-old Saul Alvarez. He's only 20 years old, but look at all of the experience. He weighed in at 151 pounds even.
And facing him, Sugar Ray Robinson. Nearly impossible to beat no matter what he weighed in at. But it was 66.7 kilos. He's 180 centimeters tall with a reach of 184.
Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tear-up. These two are really up for it. You know what? Nobody believes they're going to lose.
So here is 20...
Lots of hype as we're expecting an all-out offensive display. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. A nice breeze in the air, and this has to feel so foreign to these fighters, Johnny, as they box outside.
How picturesque is this, Todd? How perfect is this? It's perfect for us, not for the fighters because they're the ones getting hit, but for us, how picturesque is this? This is what it's all about. This is the beauty of our sport.
Good fight so far, both. Whoa, wait a minute! Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Do you believe what we're seeing? They're both trying for a knockout. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Here we go for round two. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher.
Not a lot of punch. Hold that thought! Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Missing with the hook. That counter punch caught him clean. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that lap. The bell rings and we start the third. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Only catching air with that hook. Swing and a miss with that hook. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Is he going to punch himself out, though?
very competitive round with 10 seconds left. As bad as boxing. There's the bell for round 4. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. That counter shot lands. You won't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Sugar Robinson goes to the canvas. He hit him with the perfect body shot, and there's no getting up from this one.
Shot for...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight?
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Time for the 5th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. A perfect counter shot. Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go. But somehow weathered the storm.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? That jab misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? Here's the bell to start round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Incredible work rate. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at it. It's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. So it's plan B time. There's the bell to start round 7. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Which fighter will say no mas? Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Apparently hitting his opponent in the face isn't enough. He wants to rub it in. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. And it appears the onslaught is over. Let's see that again.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we continue.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works.
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Robinson hit...